We started this custom LEGO Minecraft world last April, and it's come a long way since. But it's definitely by no means perfect. While building this world, I learned a lot about building Minecraft mocks in general. And you can clearly see the improvement. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the stickier spots of this world that I managed to fix, so let's dive into it. First up, we have the desert. It takes up a big portion of my world. It goes all the way from back here by this Badlands and the ruined portal, all the way down to here, and I'm planning to expand it even further in the near future. And sadly, it didn't look too great. The desert well wasn't accurate, it was actually missing some blocks, and that village house was just way too close to that sand dune for comfort. So, as you can probably notice, I've made some changes to it. And I started by just taking that desert village house out of the world, because there's no point to have a desert village house without a village for it to go into. And despite what I tried to do otherwise, it still looked like just a bigger part of the sand dune. So it's gone now, and I replaced it with a more block accurate sand dune that I tiled off up here. I managed to find enough tiles to do that, and I put a rabbit on top. So I actually prefer that by a long shot. And you can see over here that I made some adjustments to this original desert module as well, making the sand dune a little smaller but more block accurate and tiled off almost completely. And finally we have the desert well. Now the desert well, I moved around a little bit and I made it completely block accurate. The slabs are, as I usually do, 2 plates tall, and I managed to add in those blocks right there. Everything's block accurate. I managed to smooth off part of it, and I think it looks a lot better now. Next up, the nether situation. So the nether on the other side of my overworld looked okay when it was just basalt deltas and that little nether waste, but when I added in the crimson forest, which by the way looks pretty cool by itself, it started to make a little eyesore to my world, having a little bit of fiery, hot red stuff in the back of my overworld where you could clearly see it. And from here I had 2 options. I could have made a gigantic mountain over the whole thing and continue to expand that mountain as I made the nether, keeping the whole nether dimension underground. Or I could just plain out take the nether out of my overworld. I stuck with that option, which meant removing the basalt deltas from here and the nether waste from here, turning this into a little cave that I might expand my pro base on later, and having this empty space here. And as there were no longer any basalt deltas in my world, I took out the basalt delta transition here and just made it lava. And now my crimson forest is happy by itself. As for this unoccupied space right here, which literally has nothing on it, well, it's okay for now since you can't see that from here, but if you look over you can still see it, and I am planning to do something with that, which I'll actually tell you at the end of the video. One final adjustment to this area is that I made this ruined portal area completely block accurate, the sand dune, and I put this netherrack here and there, and it makes a much better ruined portal. Alright, there's one more area that I wanted to fix in this video, and that is, you guessed it, the jagged peaks. So at the time I was building this was the most vertical module yet, and as you can see, I was not prepared for that. We have so many things that I could improve on in this part, and there's one way to do that, and it's just to tear down this whole mountain. So I'm going to just take out this entire mountain and start from scratch. Alright, the first thing I want to fix is to make my stone color accurate, so I'm using dark bluish gray. And I'm going to make everything block accurate, adding in some lava, and I want to put that redstone ore in, so I'm going to add it to the side. And now we're getting close to the top of the mountain, so now it's just time to do that snow. And with that, our new and improved jagged peaks is done. it is completely block accurate from both sides, and on the inside we still have that cave, only it looks a lot better now. And you can see the redstone over here, so I left that in here, and there it is. I'm going to replace our tamer there at the base of the mountain, all equipped for an adventure. And over on the other side, I'm going to put a skeleton in here, waiting to ambush the unexpecting player. Alright, time to put this back into my world right where it was before, next to the ice spikes. And now adding in the cliff and the igloo behind it. Well, we just made some adjustments to our world, and I think it's a lot better for it. However, there's still a gap in the back that needs to be filled with something. And that's why next time I'm going to be filling it in with a windswept savanna that I'm going to be making a new module for. But that's all for this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you